Hi, I'm just going to show you a really quick and easy automation that will get all your receipts that come via email. It will pull the receipts out of those emails and store them in a Google folder that you specify. I'm going to specify receipts in this instance. So the tool is called relay.app, and the free version will do this job. There is a paid version to do more jobs, or if you're going to have more automations. But it's a really interesting and easy to use app for simple automations. And I chose receipts in Gmail because so many times I wanted to find all my receipts or invoices that have come to me in emails, and sometimes I forget them or it's hard to find, but I just want to be able to have a look somewhere where these receipts and or invoices are. So we'll do it with receipts today, but we'll click new workflow to start with. Now all workflows have a trigger and then an action, or sometimes multiple actions. So we want to actually look in Gmail, and we want the action to start when we receive an email. And if there's a conversation in this, I only want to trigger the first email for that conversation. Now, I do want to have a filter because I only want emails that have the word receipt in the subject. So I'm going to add a filter there. I'm going to add the subject, contains receipt. You could possibly use the body in there, but subject will do for the moment. And one of the nice things about this is it shows you examples of emails that have got the word receipt in the subject. So I now click done. I know that this is fairly accurate because it's picked all those. I click done. So that's step one done. You always have to add another step because you've got to have an action that happens. So we're going to add a step here. And one of the things about this is, which I won't do at the moment, but you can do a thing where a trigger happens and then you might not want to send all of them to do the next step. So you can get approval, a human in the loop. And no, I don't think any other automations have got that, to halt it until you approve it. And you've also got a whole lot of AI things there. But for the moment, we're going to go to your Google Drive and I want to upload a file. Now, if you haven't, when you're first starting this, it will ask you to connect relay.app to both your Gmail and your Google Drive. And that's just simple, follow the steps. I've already approved them to do that. And then, so now you've got my drive. I can search for receipts or start typing in receipts. So that's where I want the receipt to go to. Now this stage here, you want to select a file. So you've got to go to the email thing and you really want to go get the attachment, because the receipt, that's what we're trying to save, is the receipts. And first result, this file. So that's in case you have multiple receipts. This only gets the first receipt. And I'm going to keep the file name the same as the original file, so that you're saving the PDF file to your Google Drive. So then you click done. The best thing to do now is to always do a test run. So I'm going to start a test run. It gives you a choice of ones to do. Things I'm using relay.app. And now I've paid for this, but you don't have to. You can do this with the free version. So I can click on that. I'm going to create a test run with that. Create test run. Now it was array. It's getting ready for you to do the test run. So now you start this run and you'll see it says this run is complete. We'll go back to the workflow in a minute, but we want to check that it actually did go up into our receipts folder. And there you can see the receipt in there with the original name, which is usually as good as you want. is in my receipts folder. And then now that you've done that test run, it's very easy to go back to your workflow, and you can do two things. You can rename it. So this is Gmail receipts to G Drive. Learning to spell is a good idea. Oh, shit. Sorry. All right. So I've got Gmail. I've just renamed that. It's always good to name them very, very specifically. Now, the thing that we need to do now is to turn it on. Now, once that's done, next time I get an email with the word receipt in the subject header, I don't have to do anything in the background. That'll add the receipt in here. And there's so many things you can do with this relay.app. It's a really an amazing little tool.